Alright, so this is working. Let me restart this then, even though that shouldn't make a difference. Alright, and then in the meantime, let's just run dental lab for now. I should actually oh, yeah, cool. Oh wow, that was quick. Oh no, I'm still observing over here, aren't I? Yeah. Cool. See if this ends up working. Oh wow, it's already 10:30. It's alright. Let's throw on this in the meantime. Actually, I need to alter these levels. Cool. I'll take a bit to restart. I'll get that going. That'll take a while to restart. I think I'm gonna have to buy a new dock now. I haven't had it for long. I've only had it for like a month or something like that. I gotta check with it. See, that's still going. I need to replug that in. Oh, we had someone already here. Hello, I'm back. What's your content and tips on mixing alginate? Cool. Alginate mixing tips. And yeah, I guess the main thing, I guess, where it comes from it is what's the way that you get your water. I mean, is it like the to the book way with a little water measuring jig, or is it kind of like how the rest of us do it out there because someone threw away that water measuring jig and we just kind of measure from the sink? Because that's what I'm usually used to, is just measure from the sink, really small stream of water, kind of get it really good. But I guess the main thing, because anyone can kind of get enough water in there, is like, what's your mixing technique? What's your technique for mixing, messing that up? And yeah, mixing technique. I actually have some alginate right here because I have a bunch of dental stuff that I have for my little lab bench and everything like that. I can kind of go over the mixing technique live with you, or at least show you kind of like mine from a bird's eye view, looking down and everything like that. So actually that wouldn't be too bad. And I feel like my little dock here is usually my gaming style thing is on the fritz for some reason, so I might end up switching over to doing more lab stuff anyways, because I thought I was gonna be able to do like my usual stream. But if the request is doing a little bit of lab stuff, yeah, I can move over there. It'll take like 4 minutes or something like that. But yeah, and actually, it's perfect timing. I need to take an impression on myself. So because I need to take an impression of myself and pour it up also because tomorrow I'm gonna have a good amount of time to be able to stream during the actual freaking daytime. And what I wanted to do is something for a video that I've had always brewing. I have a bunch of them, but I want to whiten the right side of my teeth, just quadrant 1 and quadrant 4, or if anything 1 to 8, 25 to 32. 32. I don't have wisdom teeth. I don't even have some of my premolars. But I want to do that for a comparison video, and so I need some models so that I can make a bleaching set of whitening trays, and then that'll be perfect for tomorrow because I can get all that done today. So yes, let me get things set up for the bench, and we'll get back into this. So I'm gonna put this on the be right back thing. Alright. I am still here. Okay, yeah, you're able to hear me, I believe. Get everything set up a little bit more. Bring that down. Cool. See, make sure my camera doesn't want to fall over on me. Some lights. Blinding lights, gosh. Okay. Let's pick some of my equipment. I don't like the size of this bowl, I think. This is a decent bowl. It's a large. I'd rather use a little bit of a smaller one, more of a medium size, but that's just because it fits my hand, depending on your hand size and everything. Small might work better, but I mean, we could do it with them all. I think this is a little bit larger on this one, so I'll run with this because the smaller size that I have is like way too tiny. I use it for small little mixes. Alright, cool. So we got that. I need alginate. Where's my alginate bin? Where did I put my alginate bin? I need more space. Oh, here it is. Cool. Alright. I got my alginate right there. Cool. So I'll do that one. My patience only. And I need a mixing spatula. If you are there, Danny, I'm not sure what type of mixing spatula you're kind of more accustomed to. I got a couple of them, but like these work decently. These plastic super flexible. I like them to be a little bit more firm, but this is nice because I can really push it up against the edge of the wall to really get that smear going. And I need trays for myself. Where do I have my trays? Where did I put my trays at? Did I put them back there? No. I can use the. That's a small. I need a larger tray. So we'll end up doing that one for. I think this one fits me. Oh yeah, that one fits. So cool. We'll do this. We'll get an impression. I should do both of them, but I know I'm gonna do my upper, and I have some disposable trays that I can use for my lower. So we'll get that set up too. Let's go ahead and get my dust going. 1, 2. Let's do about 2 3/4 of alginate. So I'll run with that. Have that ready for now. And then I need a lower tray. Goodness gracious, where did I put my trays at? Are they down there? Maybe. Nope. Look back. Down. Did I leave my tray bags in the car? Could have sworn I would have seen them if I did. Oh, that's where I put them. Cool. And oh yeah, this medium size will work just fine for me. All right. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I am just about to take impressions on myself so I can pour up some models, even though I think I have some around here. Oh, Sydney! Oh, what's up, man? Look at you over there. Did I not start the stream on the other one? My goodness, I am terrible. I noticed you were live here, but not on Twitch. I am terrible. I think I got what was it called? Well, thank you for coming over here on the other side too. Then, I got distracted because my gaming dock that I would usually stream off of, I think crashed on me. I need to open it and see what's going on, which I actually might do here at the bench, anyways. But hey, thanks for checking up on both sides. I'll throw the Twitch one up on there too, probably as I leave the bench in not too long. So that will be in action soon. Danny, are you still here? Just kind of trying to get a temperature check. Make sure that if you are here, because I need to do this anyway. So I want to make sure you're still live or alive. I need to figure out a good position to do this at. Because if I do it right here, I'll get this to work. Yeah, I'll be able to get this to work. Yeah, cool. Love it. I'm pretty far up here, so I guess this will get me a good range of like how my sweeps and dips and trips are gonna happen. Try to get a good framing place so everything makes kind of a little bit of sense. Okay, this feels natural to me to be right about here. So this is where a lot of the camera work is going to be ended up. Cool. All right. So I don't have a sink at the moment anyways. So what I usually kind of default to is a water bottle that has a hole poked up in the top, so I can kind of control the flow as a sink usually would. Of course, I wouldn't use this like in an office too much because I would have a sink nearby, but this is kind of my main method. This water here is pretty cold, so I know I'm going to have a long time to work with my mix. And this is fast set, so I have that standard like a minute to about a minute and a half before it truly sets up. With this super cold water, it's probably going to be about like 2 minutes before it sets up. And as you know, as everything, I'm going to be silent until it is truly set up. Ooh, I should actually get this so you guys can see me impress myself. How am I going to do that without it looking too crazy? I'll do my lower one first then at that point. Then I'll do my upper once I kind of get everything set, because the lower will be pretty easy to do. So, main one of concern, we're gonna use the blue. Keep that nearby just for cases. All right. So my main mixing style when it comes to this kind of switches up depending on, I guess, how I feel that day. A lot of times when I do my mixes, where the hell is my framing at? Right here. Cool. A lot of times when I do my mixes, I tend to go and just slap one side to the other. So even I might not even like twist my spatula. It might just be. And with that, like, it's slap, slide a little bit, slap, slide a little bit, slap, slide a little bit. It's typically what I would do to kind of prove a point that you can do really lazy work. But then there are some people that will actually do like figure eights, and they'll go and pick up and then wipe against the wall, and then pick up a little bit and rub right against the wall on both sides. And so it's always this kind of butterfly pickup pattern that they're going from one side, from one area to the other. That's kind of what a lot of people do to kind of get the mix started, and especially to make sure that you have a real smooth piece, is just really turning that bowl and rubbing the rest of it along the walls. So, as a live version, and your technique might be even just better than mine, but let's go ahead and add some Wawa. Get something kind of gently mixed. This is a color changing mixture alginate, so it'll change color depending on the phase that it's in. Right about there. It's a little too chunky still. It's too chunky, still too powdery. So let's go add a little bit more, and one last hit, and we're good to go. All right, so live in action. Where the hell is the frame at? Cool. So, like I mentioned, sometimes I'll just go one side pick up, and I'll try to get to just really cream out really good. I'm squeezing my bowl real tight so my walls are just really close to be able to get the next wipe and cream area. But, like I mentioned before, there are some people that just go and turn the whole bowl and get everything, but just make sure you don't forget about the stuff that's on the back so you can cream that up too. And kind of, that's what I got at the moment. It's really thin. There's no leftover powdery mix or anything like that. And when I go and grab it, I just hold my spatula to the bowl and grab as much as I can for one good pickup of loading. Especially with this, I'm just gonna go and roll that in, roll the second half in, kind of smooth or fill out anything that was deficient. I don't need it to look pretty, so I'm just going to go and wipe the rest in the bowl, and off to the mouth it goes. I'm going to love this. There we go. Ha ha. Ha ha. It's really cold water. And so, I can go and check my cereal, and okay. Anytime. I'm gonna go. Hold on. Ah, goodness gracious. Alright. Ah. I totally forgot that. I always forget that alginate just, tastes terrible. But I got my impression now, and as you guys can see, or let's see, I need a separate background so I don't get the overexposure happening. So let me get one of my blue pieces. Hey, what's up, Axel? Okay. When doing the lower impression, does the patient's tongue need to be laying flat or up to the roof of the mouth? That kind of just depends on that. I would say that depends on the operator and how they kind of like work to get their stuff. Because I've never told my patients, hey, tongue to the roof of your mouth while I take this impression. once I get it in there, I know I'm either in the right place, I'm going to push down hard enough, and even if their tongue somehow gets underneath, a lot of times if I spot it, I'm just going to go and I'm just going to go and mosey my finger over there and just kind of and swipe underneath their tongue. It gives them the idea of, hey, get that out of there. Because a lot of times if I just tell them to do something, they're going to either do the opposite or do it wrong. So I rather just physically influence it to, hey, move over. And then Axel, I am taking an impression on myself. I just did a lower impression. Thankfully, I did not have too much food up in this, but I just did a fairly decent one. Like you can kind of see, I have my vestibule kind of running all along the whole buccal aspect. I got my lingual ridge going along there. You can see how many teeth I do have and don't have. So I have a couple molars on this side. I have my premolar. I have a space because when they did ortho on me, they took a tooth out but didn't close it completely. Did the same thing on this side. And yeah, not too shabba-dabba-doo. So this will be useful for later when I pour it up. So just like they always say, if you are going to be a little bit before you go and pour up your impression, just go ahead, hit that sucker fish up with a little bit of water, keep it well hydrated, and of course disinfectant. But I'm going to go straight to pouring on mine in a second. It's like making them all for denture. Exactly, Axel. It's essentially the same thing. All the pre-stuff for what we would do, like denture-wise. But for me, I'm going to make a whitening tray, and I'm going to whiten half my mouth for content, for a video, which is going to be terrible, but yeah. So now I'm going to get set up to do another mix, kind of more of a candid mix, more of like a live without explaining it too much, unless you want more. And then I'll try to position myself so we can do a upper, or we can see an upper go. What does the doctor look for when you show them the impression? So like if the patient didn't bite down, or anatomy. Good question. I do have an impression here. That might be a little bit easier to kind of analyze. And so this is a lower putty-based polyvinyl siloxane, or VPS impression. And let's go analyze what's wrong with it, because there's a few things right and a few things I do not like about it. So of course, let's see what the issues are. Let me just clean up my bowl real quick though. Cool. All right. And I'll use this to clean it up, but I'll also use it to wrap the next impression here in a second. So, we have a VPS impression. This one's made out of like a putty type of mix, so it's along the range of like heavy body. It's along the range of like heavy body when your doctor's doing a impression for like crowns or bridges or veneers or a denture. So same stuff, but it doesn't get too much detail. But the main thing about this tray material, or heavy body like we would refer it to, is going to be that it's going to gather all that extra information: the vestibule, the ridges of the arch, the gum tissue, the frenulums, all that fun stuff. Isn't this the same material for the ring? Wait, the ring? I do have my ring's in my thing. I know I haven't worn my ring in a bit, but I did not even think about that. I can throw my little burner ring on my finger because I haven't worn it in a bit. It's gonna look really odd because it's on top of my glove, but hey, it works out. If you haven't seen the ring before, if you've been here, it's a little ring that I made out of denture material, acrylic, some acrylic teeth, and I made them into like fangs, so they're like vampire teeth. And I have two of them, so it's a maxillary, a top and a bottom teeth biting together. It's just in my bag, so I haven't worn them in a bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and zoom in, and I can mark up this impression, and we can see what is not favorable if my red pen actually works here. My red pen does work here. Does it mark on here? It does mark on here. Okay, cool. Let me just go and see if I can erase that quick little bit. All right, so we have good. Oh, hold on. my camera's about to turn off, so let me get my. Did I put my? Oh, I put my charger in my pocket. Let me go and plug this in so my camera doesn't turn off on us. And we got power. Power, please. Please don't die. There we go. Cool. Cool. Power's still going. All right. Cool. All right. So we can look at certain aspects of this set, and my camera's going to try to do its best to adjust as much as it can. But let's look at certain aspects. So we have the back teeth. So right now, on this back, on the posteriors, you have this vampire ring. So remember your Anthem teeth costume, and you played the dance game. Yeah, I haven't played DDR in a bit. I need to set that up again. Looking at these back teeth, I have one molar, and I have a second molar right here. But this second molar is about halfway cut off. So especially for this tray, this needs to be extended out a little bit, sometimes either using a larger tray, so like this is a size 5, so the smallest, I guess this is a small tray. So it'd be nice for it to either be extended out or just use a bigger tray in general, so that we can get past the last molar, past that last tooth. When it comes to the lingual area, where we would usually be dealing like with the tongue, then my material went past the tongue and caught the floor of the mouth. So technically, the tongue was kind of laying more right here during the impression, which when I took this impression on the person, I didn't have to inform them. I just kind of flicked their tongue to go where I want it to be. Ignore these little remaining teeth that stayed behind. They are of no importance. They just break off in these stupid impressions. I hate putty impressions for finals if they don't take them right. Another thing, when we're looking over here at the facial area over here in the anterior, I have a good amount of wall starting from where this tooth ends all the way up here to this area, and I'm gonna try to catch it to focus on. There we go. So right at that tooth, right at that little red mark that I have right here, all the way up is the vestibular wall, and that's awesome. I got good vestibular wall. Especially when making a denture, you want to focus on all of the gingival tissue, all of the area that's supported by bone underneath, because that's what's going to help me as a denture, as someone that makes a denture, to follow that when we are setting teeth and analyzing certain stuff. Now, things that can happen. This impression doesn't really have it too much. This one's not too bad. It's too close on this edge. It's close. This molar, which was not pushed down all the way, is too close to this tray wall. So if I did end up pushing down more, it would probably have rubbed right on that gingiva, which even goes more to say that this was too small of a tray. But not just small, it was just also really thin. I could use a wider tray, which is why I like using plastic, because I'll just use a blowtorch, just kind of, and I'll modify it to the needs that I want. So this one, looking at it from the back, get everything in frame, this side of the impression was definitely pushed further down than this side. So that's unequal pressure. So a lot of times when we're doing impressions on people, we have a couple of ways that we seat it down in the mouth. Some of the more common ways is once we get it, this isn't going to work because this impression is not of this typodont mouth. But let me go ahead and peel him open. And in this case, a lot of times when new people are getting taught how to take impressions, they'll be told, hey, center it in the mouth, put it there, and then get like 2 fingers or get your 2 thumbs and push down equally on left and right. And especially since we're not dual hand dominant or dual arm dominant, we might have more pressure on one side than the other. And especially if you're just using kind of fingers to push down without anything to push up. This is why I usually tell my students, hey, use the bottom of their chin and kind of pinch the impression together so it goes over all the teeth equally. Some people will go put a hand over here while they do it in this fashion. That's fine. What I tend to like to do, especially because I kind of know my pressure ranges, is oh, that tool is used to make multiple. Yes, exactly. It's this tool is kind of like the container, the cup at which the mold will go and stay inside. So in this case, a lot of times when I take an impression, I'll go and center it, normal. Make sure there's room over here in the anterior. So right now, if I flipped it upside down, if this was too close where my let me see, if this was too close where the teeth are rubbing against the tray wall, that's going to be an issue. Always give yourself a little bit of room so that your teeth have the impression has enough room to flow over everything. From what I understand, the patient has to close their mouth and press hard, but what kind of material is that? It looks like plasticine. A good question, Axel, is when it comes to this, you as the assistant want to push hard. You don't want your patient to push or bite down because of how the mouth closes. It starts closing. I need more tools. When the mouth closes, it doesn't close down equally like a press where it's just flat down. It has a hinge over here in the back. So as they bite down, the back teeth hit first as they're biting on that tray. Then it's the front teeth, and it leads to. And so what happens is it leads to the back of the tray getting bit on first, and then it rocks the front downwards. And then when the front teeth start biting down, then it slides it up and resets it in a place where we don't want it to be. So kind of in a weird case, we don't trust patients to bite down on this. Sometimes we'll put like 2 pieces of cotton rolls on each side so that they can bite down, but I still don't trust patients to do it. But so what I like to do is I like to hold it by the handle. And when I push it up, I kind of know the pressure range as far as like, okay, I need a lot of pressure up, then I need a lot of pressure in the front, and then I can kind of just hold it. No more pushing up to break their jaw open, just up in the posterior, up in the back teeth, up in the front teeth, hold it. And a lot of times, especially because this person doesn't have lips on him right now, but if I go and simulate and put the lips right back on, when I get the full action going, center it, push it up in the back, push it up in the front, and I'll pull the lip over. And as I'm pushing up in the front, I can see the alginate, all the impression material, roll up the gum line, and then I can go and fold it, switch my hand over, pick up the other lip, roll it over, see that there's material over there, fold it over the lip, and just tell my patient, hey, just chill out for 2 minutes or so. But like I mentioned before, if you hold it in the back, that's cool. Make sure you have enough pressure. I like holding it by the handle and usually kind of getting them in a headlock while I do. Oh, you guys see my nose, and get him in a headlock while I do this. Kind of follows the same technique that I do in the videos or in my alginate mixing videos for that portion too. But that was a long talk. You mentioned Axel, about what material this is actually. What is this material made out of? It is made out of polyvinyl siloxane. It's a silicone. Impression material that that holds its form really well. So how is it? Polyvinyl. I spell vinyl wrong all the time. Siloxane. Especially since I'm not writing on real paper. Oh, and beautiful. My thing is backwards, so let me go and horizontal flip. Yep. Polyvinyl. Let's see. I'm terrible at camera work. Polyvinyl siloxane. Good material. It is great at taking impressions. Like I took this like a week ago or a week and a half ago, and it holds its form really well. So that's a good thing about it. The other material that we have, which is alginate, made out of seaweed, essentially, and a lot of other things. Alginate is not as stable if you let it dry out, or if you let it sit out on the counter, it'll dry and it'll shrink down, and so it's very unstable. Once you have taken the impression, you'll want to pour it up as soon as possible. Cool, like that. And I see a couple people here. Oh, you can see my legs and everything. I'm gonna get set up for my next impression, which is going to be for the upper model, and I'm gonna try to get it where you guys can actually see the impression being taken on me. But it's gonna look funny because I have a lot of stuff over here, because this is essentially my garage right now. So if I'm quick about it, I can get this set up, or I can get this mixed thoroughly, set my camera, peer it up in my face, and then we can watch the impression happen. But my camera wants to die again. Why? Why? Why does it want to die? Is it because this cable's all whack and messed up? Pretty sure it is. Let me see. Come on, buddy. Charge. Stay charging. You're not doing it. 1 second, let me go get my, Rebel Moment camera. Yeah, let me go get my other charger that would work for this. Okay, I am back with a charger that's actually gonna, it's a Type-C charger that's actually gonna play along with me. Really? Hold on, what? Is it my thing? I'll be back in something to go. Oh yeah, gotcha, no problem. Coffee at this hour? You're crazy, Axel. But I feel you. Okay, what in the world's going on here? I know I have a charge going in here. Let me turn off my camera real quick and then turn it back on. There's something weird going on. Yeah, you are charging. Were you ever not charging? Was that just a fake thing? That's so weird. Alright, anywho, let's go ahead and get set up for another impression. And at that point, once I get that going, we'll see how I do. I'm doing the upper now, so probably about 2 3/4 scoops. I got my water, got my tooth ring for luck, got my impression stick, my mixing spatula, and my impression, and I got that. I don't need my teeth anymore, it's right here. And I think we are good to go. I just need to get this portion set up a little bit different. So let's go down a little bit. And then let's get it set up right about here. And then when it's time for face reveal, even though I've always revealed my face, should be able to... Oh, am I going to be upside down? I won't. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Oh, we got this. We got this. Easy money. All right. So first frame here. Second frame, looking at me. Take the impression. We'll be good to go. All right. Ready, set. Well, I didn't say go, but the water meant it. Get it all thoroughly mixed. So there's like powdery globs now. Especially with your maxillary impression, you don't want this material to be runny. You don't want it to be too thick so that you don't have to put tons of pressure, but you do want it to be thoroughly mixed. So right now I have a little bit of powder, one last dash of water, and we'll be good. Yeah, this bowl's a little bit larger than what I would normally be comfortable with. So it's slide, 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 grab, slide, 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 grab, turn over, slide, 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 grab, turn over, slide, 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 grab, turn over. And I kept it all to one-ish side of my bowl, so I just have a nice load that I can just go and hit myself up with. I can go and throw it all into the back. Let's see how I can do that. I can throw it all into the back, and I can kind of just float it to the front a little bit. Give it a little bit of fill all the way around. If you're really fancy, you can go ahead and throw a little bit of water on your finger and add a small little water smear layer that's going to help it from sticking to your teeth. Now, face cam. Cool. So I got my stuff, and I'm going to be in hell for the next little bit. So submit to darkness. Wow. Ugh, so gross. I have flavors for this stuff too, and I just keep forgetting to flavor my stuff. Ugh, need to get it off my tongue. Ugh. Um, where's my wrap at? Oh, well, I guess we can do a little bit of insight about the impression and talk about what's going on here, what went right, what went wrong, if there is. So let's go ahead and peer back down, back to the table. Cool. So we can look at this impression, and it is way too bright in here. So let me turn off my overhead light, and we can kind of observe what we got. So the main thing when it comes to, wow, I kind of rather would have it on. Let me see if I can do this, and if I can turn on my ND filter. so it can kind of manage it. So, in this impression, that was on moi, which was definitely enjoyable. What we're looking at the moment is way too overblown, or it's too overexposed. Let me get some things going on here. And then you said, Axel, the procedure is a little show. By the way, does silicone have a flavor? I know if you have it, and an ugly one apparently. Yeah, I have flavor that I can add to these mixes. The silicone one, the blue one, it has a berry. It says that it has a berry smell, but not really a taste. But it's a much better taste than this stuff. This stuff is like salty, and it's like salty-ish, so that's not that nice to have to deal with. Okay, then we go and do this. Let's go peek in there. That's nice. It's nice-ish. I can work on observation and planning out what's going on here. Cool. I'm gonna lay this long ways like that. All right. So in this aspect of this impression, which I'm gonna make sure it focuses. Focus. What I would like to have from this focus. There we go. Okay. What I would like to have from this going on is a little bit further back. I don't have wisdom teeth, but I do have a little bit of, I do have just a bit of the last tooth, which would be tooth number 2 on the right side over here. Over here on tooth number 15, I got a decent impression. What I recommend in this case is a little bit more pressure in the back so that we can get the impression material deeper and capture more of the distal wall, the back wall of that tooth, before the wisdom tooth would be there, which I do not have one. I have a really high palate in this case, so as you can see, if I tip it upwards, in that fact, you can see that really large, high, hard palate and soft palate within this back region that I was able to capture. I have a gag reflex myself. Focus. Camera. I have a pretty medium-ish gag reflex, so the amount of material that went past the end of this tray is acceptable for at least my version. But when you're taking an alginate impression or impression in general, usually just depending on how far just the tray itself is going back is going to trigger someone's gag reflex and potentially make them throw up. But because the way that I seated this, where I pushed it up in the back first, then the front, it locks up the material to not go out towards my throat, but it tells the alginate material, hey, we can't go back, so just go forward. And that's why I got this beautiful, oh, I love this. I have this beautiful vestibular wall that's riding along this whole area. There's the teeth line that I have right here. I'll make some marks on them. Or I'll make a mark on them, and I got really high walls. It's not gonna mark because it's freaking a pen on a wet object, but I got it going really far up all the way around. And even in this aspect, I was able to get my web-like attachment, my frenulum or frenum or frenum or whatever the hell you want to call it, but that web-like attachment right on your upper lip, I super got that in that case. And then all this wall on my left side was also captured. So overall decent impression, and even because my mix was super clean and smooth when I did it, I'm even able to capture all of my rugae, the ridges of my hard palate right here, which is awesome. So I'm gonna have a very detailed impression model when I pour this up, which is going to be happening here in a second. Let's see. Axel, you are asking what is that area called? The area that's right here is called the frenum. This is the spot where I was pulling my lip over to make sure that the impression rode up my vestibule, my gum wall, my gums essentially, and I made sure that it really went far up before I pulled my lip over on both sides so that I had a really good impression, really good result out of it. So now, with that, it is morbin time. And we are going to go and morb these two impressions and pour them up. So I need to go and let me bring a tray over. All right, speaking of teeth, can I ask you? You know you always can ask me a question, Axel. You are one of the original Dental Thing stream members. Oh, I hear sirens outside. Okay, cool. So we got my impression, the one I just took. We got my other impression, which was the one I took, which was my first impression I took. What is the wisdom tooth used for? Back in the day, our skull used to be a lot. Back in the day, our skull used to be a lot longer. It stuck out more, and so we had room in our jaw for more teeth to mash and smash things. And so we had the wisdom tooth that mainly did that. That helped with all the smashing and chewing and everything. But as we evolved and we got clever on the ways that we cooked our stuff, on the way that we on the different foods that we were able to eat, we lost the need for all those teeth. And so as our skull shrunk a little bit more, because it doesn't need it, we lose certain teeth. So one of them mainly is the wisdom teeth. Myself, I did not get wisdom teeth. I did not get wisdom teeth at all. I did not need them taken out because I never grew them because I'm weird. Isn't it because it hurts with too much and they have to remove the tooth? Yes. And so like when it comes to the point where the doctor is saying, "Oh, your wisdom teeth are coming out. Let's just take it out," because they don't have an interest in saving them. They're way too far back. People don't brush them. If they need a filling and then you still don't brush them, or it's hard to brush, and then you need another filling, it's just more of a problem to keep on saving, so we just get rid of them because all of the teeth that you currently have can do the same job, and do it with, and you can clean them and not have too much of an issue with them. So that's their way of thinking for wisdom teeth, and so everyone usually gets them removed unless you don't grow them like me, or there's some people that only grow half of them. So they'll grow like the top two or just the bottom two, and they're lucky also. Let me go and clean my bowl. And then I'll be right back into this. Alright. We are good over on this side. You're too funny. How did the video making go, by the way? Did you end up, or you might be still editing it or something. But remember you were talking about that yesterday. Trying to get my ring off. Oh goodness gracious! I know I didn't cut this ring thinner, so I might have to cut this ring off. This was one of my burner rings, anyways, but I need Vaseline. Where's my Vaseline at? It's almost there. Okay, cool. So let's do our pour-ups, which is going to be fairly simple here. So we'll do this. I need my vibrator so that we can get a good bubbleless mix out of this. So we're gonna bring this guy over to the fray. Robbie, I have a wiggly tooth right now because I chewed something on Alfredo Paso Buca de Beppo. Wonder if it could be. It's so wiggly right now. Interesting. That is an interesting kind of thing to encounter, definitely. A wiggly tooth? Really? Huh. I don't know. I really don't know. If anything, all I would say at that point, especially if it is truly like wiggly, I like walking. I like the walking tooth though in the background. Oh yeah, he's just kind of just strolling along and all that. But I really don't know what to say. If anything, what I would probably do, of course, go to the dentist or whatever. But if you did have a way of like taking a picture of the tooth, it doesn't have to be wiggling. And if you go to my little, and if you end up going to my Discord channel, you can always kind of like upload the picture to there, and then I can try to make a little observation and see what's going on. I need to get. I'm working on editing a video right now, so that's also gonna help promote the Discord channel for people that need a little bit more help with that, or need a visual opinion. I'm gonna try and drink. I'm gonna try to drink salt water and brush my teeth. Okay, yeah, that definitely helps. I'm wondering. Yeah, wiggly kind of throws me off a little bit, but let's see, how do I do this? Inbox. Yep. But if you do end up wanting to put anything into or join the Discord chat or anything that's for specifically dental things and alike, I think this should work, and it'll be up in the chat in case you ever need to kind of want to throw a visual out there that I can view and just make an educated observation. Let me go get some new gloves on. And then I'm going to pour these up in stone so that I can reuse them over and over again. I don't want to use plaster. And for this, I will use my clear bowl. Okay, so we have this. We have a little bit of extra DTA Discord. Yeah. I guess I haven't really told you, Ivy, about it. I'm trying to get it rolling, or at least this is going to be like a test ground version of it for now. Don't have my vibrator on. Where's my vibrator? One. Here it is. Okay. Cool. The other part of doing mixing and pouring these things up into stone so that we can get models that look something like this is going to be the actions of using like vibrators and such. So I'll do a little bit of mixing. I'll do a little bit of punching on the vibrator so you guys can see what it truly does. But let's just get this mixing. With this material, you want it to be creamy like sour cream. Like sour cream is a really good consistency. You don't want it really chunky like peanut butter or anything, it should be able to fall off fairly easy. And at the moment, having it all mixed together, it's still too chunky. So, a little bit. DT, I got the third sibling sick. Oh, that's unfortunate. It was bound to happen. I mean, it's just same here. When the baby teeth get sick, the parent teeth get sick. So, still sick, but better than yesterday. That's good. Now I have my material, and it has more of a sour cream like consistency to it. So if I just scoop some, I can kind of just vibrate my hand and it falls off. I just want a little bit thinner, just a hair, so it has a really, really easy mix. And so at the moment, because of just mixing in general, when we look down into the bowl, it's sometimes a little hard to see, but we'll have these little bubbles that are trapped in there. And these bubbles are no bueno. They're not good. So a lot of times if we can get some vibration, like right now I'm just tapping it with my hand, or I can even tap it with this. Let's see, where's my frame? You can see those bubbles rise and rise and rise and rise, and eventually they'll pop. But I can use the advantage of having a vibrator nearby, turn that suckerfish on, and as I push hard on here, you'll see those bubbles rise to the surface. I can do a couple of love taps to get them to truly shoot up. And that will be good enough right now. Let's go move over to my other material, or my other piece, which is going to be my actual mold. And I'm going to add a small dash of it over onto 1/4. And because it's really thin, I can go ahead and tilt it, and it's going to roll right into all these teeth. And I want a really thin mix as I do this so that it has no resistance, it doesn't catch anything, it doesn't get hung up on anything. And only when it stops moving, fairly easy, I'll add some more material to it so it can run. And so right now it's being a little bit of a tougher roll, so I'll just add a little bit right there. And just make sure that you're not trapping any hard to remove bubbles in these areas. And so, cool. I like giving it a couple little taps to really shake those bubbles out of place. Sometimes you'll have them where they're going to be hiding out. So I see one over here. I'm going to go and just stab at that one, stab at that one, stab at that one. Bubbles are your enemy when it comes to mixing materials. So I got everything for the most part filled up with stone. So now I'm just going to go put this off to the side because I do have a second one that I'm going to pour up. Same exact style. Add some stone, let it rock, let it roll. All these little places it goes. And then something over here. Give it a couple love taps. Oh, it definitely does. Oh, absolutely it does. Like kind of doing really hard bursts of air right at the top surface of some of those bubbles so that they really get on out of there. If you have a really thin mix, you're pretty much going to be solid on tooth coverage. The main piece now is just filling up those teeth holes, because now that we have the details of the teeth filled up, now we just want to fill the insides up pretty decently. So right now all the inside of the teeth are filled. I'm going to switch over to my buddy over here and add some there, add some there. And as it rolls down that palette, it goes and eliminates some of those bubbles out. Yeah, it's definitely been going around. A lot of my students have been dealing with stuff too. So, shoot. If you do need anything, Ivy, just let me know. I'll go and take some stuff over. I shouldn't have the kids all day tomorrow. The baby teeth should be going somewhere else tomorrow. So if you need anything, especially since it's like the two of you, and presumably it'll only become the three of the three people in that household will get sick, and help you guys get some stuff. Cool. All right. So we got the majority of my models poured up, and they are just tooth poured right now, which is not good. They are very fragile at this point. So what we want to do, instead of them just be poured up as thin like these teeth are, I want to add a base to it. Not too high or anything, but that's why I kept some of this excess material over here, so I can go and feed this into my mix and create a base for both of them. And so that goes back over to punching back away. I can go and get this mix, but I don't want it super thin, sour creamy. I want this to be a little bit thicker so that I can kind of Play-Doh mold it into how I want it to be. And a lot of times when I end up doing these, especially if I add too much water, like right now it's getting decent, it holds its form, it's more peanut butter like, I can go and just kind of manipulate and grab it. Took some soup up to the sick others, and sort of cat tried to pull my legs out when I was heading upstairs. That demon cat, I swear. Calcifer is just, he's a menace to society. And I can go and add this base, or add this topper to this section. And now we got something going on. You know, so I miss seeing your lives when you were making your creations. Oh, yeah, it's been a little bit since I've done specifically like lab stuff out on live. It's been too busy, not too busy. I've just been busy with other stuff. How's your school been? I know you're back in it. Oh yeah, like you were about to say. University has taken up all my... Yeah, you said that you got like a bunch of math classes or something now? Or you got a ton of... I don't know if it was math specifically. But you said you had a good amount of classes that were taking your time. This is where I like having my really flexible spatula. Okay, let me get my other one here. Oh yeah. Yeah, my baby teeth super want cats. But I got people in my life that are allergic to cats, so that's why they will never probably own a cat. But they got virtual cats, or they can go play with other people's cats at that point. I'm going to get this a little flattening. Cool. Is it true that cats are somewhat rebellious? Cats follow no laws. That's the main thing about them. I love birds. Make do with sister's cat for now. Yeah, for now. For now. You'll get a bird you'll get a bird in the future, and you'll teach that bird how to punk cats. How to really be the neighborhood watch. You just need to get yourself a falcon. That's the main thing. Get a falcon or a hawk or a raven. Smart ravens. Alright, I think I am done. Now I just have to wait for these to set up and then we'll pull them, which is a not today thing. That will definitely be a tomorrow thing on pulling these models, because it's about to be 12 o'clock. And because I did not bring my laptop charger out here, my computer wants to die on me, which is perfect timing. It's going to just go and flatten this up a little bit so I don't have to trim them as much later. So I don't have to trim the base as much later. Make sure everything's standing up nice and tall. And then these will be ready for me to do my live stream tomorrow. What's up? Okay. All right. Okay. Do you know how to make a earache calm down? Earache. It depends. The only version of an earache that I know how to kind of understand is when it's an earache that's related to like an infected tooth on the top of your mouth, or on the top half of your mouth. But as far as that, I really don't know. And I don't even know if that would be like, oh, just take like an ibuprofen or something like that, because that's weird. I lost the sore. Oh, that's nice, but I gained an earache. That sucks. Huh. Yeah, especially with earache. That's a weird second. That's a weird one to kind of come up with now. But yeah, sore throats blow. I feel like I'd rather take an earache than that. But even like recently when I got sick and I lost I wasn't able to actually smell things, even though I can hold like cat poop right up to my nose and not even tell that it was there. That was interesting, but I would take that over a sore throat. That just always sucks. Let me be right back. I'm gonna go set up at my at my desk. So 1 second. Let me turn this back on. In the meantime. Oh wow, that's actually really far up. IV, I've investigated. Apparently, if you put hot compresses on the ear, it relieves pain after 10 minutes. I'll try that. Ask my sister. Yeah. Third child would have all the warm stuff, I'm sure. Let me see if I can get my thing to work, because I really wanted to play Banjo-Kazooie, but my dock is telling me that, my gaming dock is telling me that I should not. So let's see if I can get past it. Okay, I got this plugged in. And her boyfriend just bought her one. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. I saw that got changed on Facebook. I thought that was pretty good. That's solid stuff. So she changed her little status on Facebook or whatever. Ba, 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 ba. Come on, please work. Not hearing a hiss like it was doing before. But I also don't know if it'll charge. Can I even turn it on? Is it frozen? Okay. Nani? Why are you frozen? There it goes. Just had to hard reset it. Come on. Please work. Yeah, but I guess his parents sent her a message. She was a bit upset about that. Oh, that's dumb. Surprised that's even still being a conflict. Definitely should not be. Let's see if I can get this running. No, it's not gonna do it. Okay, let me put this off to the side for now. Let's try to do a breakdown and figure out why this is not working. Oh, that's good. Oh, I can probably guess which one it is. Isn't the two-time champ? Yeah, this is doing something weird. What type of screws are that? Or is that just an Allen wrench? What's up, Flu? Okay. Have you seen the Matrix? I haven't gotten. Is the Matrix Resurrections? Isn't that the animated series one? I'm guessing. I actually, it might not be. I haven't watched anything if it's brand new or if it's. Oh yeah, haven't even gotten to watch that one yet. I totally forgot because that came out like a year or 2 years ago. I should have done it. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, nothing yet. Horrible movie. I like that. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen I have a commercial for it. I have no clue. Or I've never known any spoilers or anything. Right? Hello. Rodriguez. It's the only part of your name that I'm going to be able to pronounce right. But welcome. First Matrix was definitely better. Did you see the Black Annie movie? So what was? Yeah, I didn't get to see that one yet. You mentioned that one before, and I need to put that. I need to try that on for the kids just to show them Annie. Matilda, loved Matilda. That was always a good one. Annie, Matilda was one of our favorites. What other kind of one would be like that? I think that would be it. Ooh, James and the Giant Peach was awesome. I remember specifically James and the Giant Peach is mine and my sister's favorite movie. But I remember I had chicken pox. I had chicken pox, and when I was 7, and I was watching James and the Giant Peach kind of just over and over and over again on VHS and everything. It is a good one. I think I tried putting it on for my kids, and they weren't digging it. It was maybe the stop motion animation was too much for them, or that it was just kind of creepy. But yeah, I didn't. I need to give them another shot. You mentioned Wonder was a good one. Did you see Wonder? What's Wonder? I may have, but I just don't remember. Let me see. Roald Dahl was a British-born Norwegian. Roald? Wonder was an ADH kid. Wonder. Let me see. Let me see if it pops up when when I give a little bit of a search. 2017, huh? No, I never got to watch. I never got to see Wonder. What was the film studio that was behind this? Looks like it got good ratings. Lionsgate, 2017. What the hell was I doing in 2017? I guess I was busy. Yeah, they got scared at Coraline. Yeah, which Coraline, and it wasn't even okay. Yeah, didn't get to see Wonder. So 2017, I was driving a lot for my teaching job, so I more likely didn't put too much time into. What was I driving? 3 hours a day. I was driving 3 hours a day, about an hour and a half each way, to work super far away. It was ridiculous. I hated it, but it worked out good. And then what's the author of all those books that you mentioned? What's the author of all those books you mentioned? Oh, okay. And then Ivy said Coraline. Yeah, they did well through like the whole thing. It was just when Other Mother turned into a spider that she just lost her stuff. Guess this film by the emojis. Alright, answer recommended a game called Alice Madness Returns. Ooh, I love Alice Madness Returns. I think, yeah, Turbo, yeah. I was thinking Turbo, and I didn't get to watch the full thing of Turbo, but it was cute for the parts I did watch. Alice Madness Returns is an awesome game. I love going back to that game every now and then. I didn't originally play the Nanny McPhee or whatever the first version of Alice was, but that second one, back in 2011 probably when I first played it, was really cool. I love the platforming. I love the weapon selection, the upgrade, the dark storyline. It got really creepy when it did flashbacks to when she was back at the orphanage or whenever they were doing the medical procedures on her. But I'll play it again. Oh, absolutely, I'll play that again. Yes, you already saw Alice's Bible, the third game that will never come out. There's a third. They were trying to make a third one. Oh yeah, that one is turning red. Yeah. Yeah, that one's turning red. Yeah, turning red. I never met nobody. Oh. Oh, what was it? Because me and my kids love turning red. It's because that's the whatever 5 song. The I never like you. Thank you. Let me put down the link so you can take a look. I'll send it via Discord. Oh yeah, definitely. Let me. I should have them here. 1 second. Yeah, we got little was it Sleeping Mei, Red Panda, Red Panda transformation and everything like that. It is hard to find turning red stuff, especially at like Disneyland. There was like no turning red stuff. Of course, we're like 2 years late, but I would expect there to be something. But because Mei Mei's super cute, especially in red panda form and everything, so that was a fun one. This one stays in the bed because it's a really good because it works well as a pillow and everything too. Next film. Ooh, this one's on with tooth. When was this? The Boy and the Heron. I don't think I recognize that too much. Oh, and then I felt the notification for the Discord. So let me look at that since I accidentally closed it. Audio, don't switch. Exit. Oh no. How do I work Discord? How in the world do I work Discord? I need to get familiar with doing this. Oh, maybe I didn't. No. It's an animated movie, newer. I haven't watched yet. What about? Oh, that has to be at that point. What is it called? Up. Yeah. I was like, where's the little boy? Where's the bird? Oh, you didn't message me. Oh, I guess that was what's it called? TikTok that told me new followers or something. Oh, waves. Yeah. Oh yeah, you joined over there. Cool. What are you doing with Discord? Nothing. I thought I was gonna do something on Discord, but apparently it wasn't ready, or whatever. So, Coco. That one, Coco. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Coco definitely was something else. It was it didn't really affect me as much as oh, Soul. I love Soul. Did you say Sport 2? What the hell Sport 2? Oh, did I see Sport 2? Oh, the ice cream sandwich video that you sent to me. I didn't get to see it just yet. I do still need to go and watch that one. I did download it so I can view it. DC's what that next film. It was like Brother Bear? Open season. Ah, damn it! I should have known that one. I already found the book. Let's see if that's where this. If that was there's a Spanish version. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. I was wondering if you sent something over, but cool. Cool. Yeah, you said it was the third one that was supposed to be out. It's a conceptual art book. That's cool. Oh, why is that popping in? This isn't gonna work, is it? I need to open up this this contraption. Actually, how long ago was it when I bought this dock? Maybe I can see what's going on in some of the reviews. Let me see. It's not Winnie the Pooh. You're talking about B movie? Hold on. It might not be B movie. It should be B. Maybe it's not B movie. The B movie. Let me see. When did I buy this thing? Okay, that's January 11th. So it's only been like a month. You like jazz? It's only been about a month and 6 days since it stopped working. At Let me check some of this stuff then. Alpha Baby Teeth loved the B movie when she was a sprout. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I have this one. Is this one Surfs Up? No, it wasn't called Surfs Up. It's the penguin one, right? It's the penguin one that surfs. Unless we're talking about the shiny pebble one from back in the day, Surfs Up, yeah. But there was another one I forgot from back in the day. It was like, and Ivy, you remember this one? It was this one penguin that had a rock or a pebble and was gonna give it to this other penguin that he liked, and then they had to go through this whole big adventure and ordeal for them to become, for them to work out. Pebble and the Penguin. That's what it was. I think I might have it. I think I might have it on my Disney stuff, even though it might not be a Disney movie or something. But yeah, that came up recently where I was just like thinking of Pebble and the Penguin also. Oh, I saw something warranty. Hmm. What about this one? Uh, just watched a video about it. Oh, okay. Ratatouille. That one was rattling my brain for a little bit. Ratatouille. I was almost thinking a little bit of what was that? It wasn't Rat Race something. I got the message. I got the message. Axel. I'll check that one out here in a second. Cool. Alice Asylum. 7 foot frame wrestling back. Yeah. Encanto, right? Ooh, okay. 414 pages. Let me get. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. I like your what was it called? Your email photo. Yeah, okay, this is over. Cool, cool. No, next bill. Chili Dude, that Merlin, Freezing Man represents color of the character. Froze. No, 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 no. What is this? Hold on. Ah, Onward. Onward was really good. Onward gets to me. Sometimes Onward definitely gets me a lot of times when I watch it. I can keep doing that one over and over again for now. But yeah, that one's a good one. Even though a lot of times people are saying like, "Oh, it didn't do that good," and probably the story of it being brother trying to find their dad or trying to reunite with the dad, but that last scene was always good. Um, oh, hold on. Ah, dang it, Scott. And I want to say I watched the Scott Pilgrim versus the World one time. I never really played the game or anything like that. Good to see you. You really have some crazy streams. Oh, hey, I know it's been a bit, right? And it's weird, especially since I'm usually on from somewhere about like 9:30 to 12 at night, and this whole week I've been on every single day, which is just kind of which is going to lead to me taking probably a little break as we go along, but I've been hitting a nice stream of above 5 people viewing at a time on the stream, so it's kind of nice. Next one. Fire represents the climax of the film. Is Dumbo? No, it's not Dumbo. It's not the newest version of Dumbo, I don't believe. Which I didn't even get to watch that fully. I did not watch The Greatest Showman, which I think my wife Tiff did. I believe she watched it. I've never seen it. I don't believe. Let me see, because it sounds familiar, but I know I haven't watched that. Another one that I haven't watched is, when I was typing this up, was Great Gatsby. Yeah, I thought so. This was the Hugh Jackman one. Oh, it's already past 12. I did not even catch that. Sorry, bud, if you ended up coming here and it's like the end of the stream or anything like that. I do need to head to bed. I want to figure this one out first before we do. Boss Baby. I would assume Boss Baby. At that one, which I didn't get. I never watched the first Boss Baby, which my kids kind of like, but I did watch Boss Baby 2, I think, and that one's cute. That one's cute. And then I think they made like a little TV show type of deal. And that one's alright. I didn't get to watch that. Oh, what I like the other one too is Stork. I think it's Stork. Stork is a funny one I liked. So it's either like Nacho Libre, or it's like Superman, or Captain Underpants. Did they mention the Captain Underpants? Which one would it be? Yeah, I'm like split between 3. Never read Captain Underpants. Yeah, Captain. Oh, I am. Oh, love it. Oh, that was good. Who? The Uranus joke. Oh man, that was that. I'm surprised that was the last thing that came to my mind about what it could have been. But good stuff. I think Disney took the Storks thing a bit. Disney took the Storks thing a bit. Peaked when they made Tots. Oh yeah, Tots. Yes, I remember when Tots came out. Fight against Black movie. Let's see. On the show, Tots was peak idea for Storks. That makes sense. Which, yeah, I think I watched my kids put on Tots before, and I was like, oh, this idea seems about right. And then Storks was just, especially with how comedic it was trying to be on certain parts, really like that. And then Kingdom Hearts. Oh, it's not just Kingdom Hearts. It's Kingdom Hearts. Definitely not Birth by Sleep. But if you're saying like Kingdom Hearts equals, and then this is like the second title, that's gonna be a little bit tough. Just general. Okay, cool. Because if you're about to like put all the emojis for like Birth by Sleep or 365 over 2 days or Memories Unchained, that would be a tough one to guess. Then I guess not too much. There's quite a few games on there. But I will see you guys next time. More than likely, yeah, I'll rest so like don't catch anything. But I will be on during like the middle of the day tomorrow, so that'll be different. That'll be a different thing right here. Yep. Yeah. Take it easy, y'all.